This society that we live in today is a joke. This society that we live in today, I really feel there's no hope because a lot of people are not genuine. A lot of people are not leaders, they're followers. Um, a lot of people are NPCs, and a lot of people are just not solid, genuine, good people. And that's why in this day and age, I keep my social group very small. I keep my social group very small. Now that I'm older now, I'm almost 32 years old. Um, I really just see things for what it is. You know, the thing about me is I'm not a follower. I'm not an NPC. Um, I'm awake. I'm awake to the BS on what's going on out here in the world, and I'm a realist. You know, I always that's the thing about me, and that's one good quality that I do like about myself is that I'm a realist, and I always keep it a buck. But a lot of people are not genuine in this world. It's really hard to find people that you can build a true, genuine, solid friendship with. And to those who have my phone number, if you're watching this video, you know you're solid, and I consider you a genuine good friend. You know, but as for the world, a lot of people are not like that. A lot of people are fake. A lot of people are phony. A lot of people, they like to compare themselves to other people. Don't get me wrong, we all have been naive and a time in our lives, but and there's also a time where you have to grow out of that. You have to mature eventually. But I grew out of all the BS. I really just want to get out of the matrix. And I really want to just go off the grid. I just want to go off the grid and just you know, be at peace. That life is very peaceful right now for me. The fact that I'm here in my bedroom, I'm alone, I'm by myself. Life is peaceful. But as for you know the society that we live in, a lot of people are fake, they're not genuine, and I really think it has a lot. It has a lot to do with this. It has a lot to do with this right here. Smartphones, because it's just the cell phones. A lot of people are really glued to their cell phones. They scroll all day on social media, and they try to compare their life to how this person is living on social media, and it's very fake. It's very phony. I always felt like social media is nothing but a popularity contest. And a lot of people on social media are NPCs. They are. And if you go on my social media, you go on my Instagram page, all you see me is me lifting weights, putting in work in the gym. That's all I do. I don't be doing all the other fake shit. I don't do all that. But a lot of people like to brag as well. That's another thing. A lot of people try, especially on social media, a lot of people try to act like their life is all good, their life is all perfect, knowing deep down, with this economy, they're probably struggling to pay their car note. They are probably struggling to pay their rent, um, just struggling to pay bills in general. But they want to post on social media like their life is all good, and a lot of people try to act rich and everything. knowing that they're not rich. They're probably just part of the working class or they're poor. And it's just really fake. Like, I can, the thing about me is I can really see through people. I can see through people's BS, and it's really just, it's not genuine. It's fake. A lot of people are not really organic. A lot of people are not natural, and as for the women are the absolute worst when it comes to this. A lot of women are not natural. A lot of women wear makeup, which some people call it fake up. A lot of women wear tons of makeup. They wear fake hair, fake nails, fake boobs, BBLs that you call it. It's all fake. It's all fake because they want to look good. They want to be more attractive. They want to get all this attention, from all these different men, creating all these different types of options, and it's really not real. It's not organic. It's not natural, and it's really evil. It's really evil on how people are nowadays. And this is why I try to keep my social group very small. I really do. I just try to keep my social group very small, and you gotta really be careful who you talk to. Be careful who you associate yourself around with, because a lot of people are not your friends. A lot of people will talk about you behind your back. A lot of people gossip about you. They'll throw you under the bus just to make themselves feel better. And that's very two-faced. And I don't like two-faced people. I don't want to be around people like that. You know, it's why I try not to be on social media that much. I just be in the gym, and there's really nothing fake about me lifting weights and being in the gym, putting in work, trying to better myself, better my life. There's nothing fake about that. But all these other people, they want to brag about, oh, I got this new car, or I'm at this restaurant, I'm at this five-star restaurant with my friends and everything, or they take a picture of them out on the beach, or they just take a picture. They just like to brag. A lot of people really like to brag on social media, eating at this fancy restaurant, or I bought this new car, and it's so fake. A lot of people are just fake. They're NPCs. Nobody's really real anymore. A lot of people, they eat a lot of junk too. They eat a lot of junk food. They don't eat healthy. A lot of people, they don't drink water. They just drink tons of sugary drinks that is not good for them. Like it's like I don't know if it's just me, but it's just so difficult to find people who are solid, who is genuine, who is all natural. Someone who's not, as for women, someone who's genuine, who's not fake, someone who's all natural. They don't play any games. They mean what they say by off of their actions and everything. They're very truthful, but that's a needle in a haystack. But like I said before, I really think it's because of this. It is really because of this. Because if a woman has this, she has access to men around the whole entire world. Just a variety of options off of different sites. It's really just insane. Like the amount of options that these women have. I mean, and I see a lot of videos on YouTube and a lot of podcasters and a lot of other content creators, they will say she's never yours. She's never yours. And that's a tough pill to swallow, because you could really be in a talking stage with someone, you know, things may be going good and everything, and they act like they're down with you, they're on your side, and all of a sudden they're just gone. They just go quiet. They just go ghost on you. So all that stuff really wasn't true. It was all fake. They just wanted to just suck up all your attention. Diabolical. This is why, like, it's very it's very lonely. It's very lonely when you're a man who is solid, when you're a man who tries to do the right thing, and you try to stay focused. You try to be disciplined, because now not a lot of people are disciplined. Not a lot of people are focused. Not a lot of people are trying to better their life in some type of way. Lifting weights has really helped me. Going to the gym has really helped me. But a lot of people don't try to improve themselves. You know, a lot of people don't really try to extend their growth. They don't try to develop. And I can't be around somebody like that. I want to be around people who are solid. I want to be around people who are realist. I want to be around people who are smart. Somebody who can hold an intelligent conversation. That goes for just having a normal friend, or me talking to a woman trying to build a serious connection. But like I said before, that's a needle in a haystack. A lot of people, they're just fake. They live in a matrix. They're NPCs. They're really just NPCs, and a lot of people, they don't eat healthy. They don't drink their water, and but this right here has really messed a lot of people's heads up. Smartphones. It has really messed a lot of people's heads up. It really has. That's why I try not to be on my phone as much. I try not to be on my phone that much. I try not to be on social media that much. I probably post on social media once a month. I try to post on social media at least once a month. Just me hitting the weights in the gym. I'm just on my journey, but and there's nothing fake about that. Nothing about me is fake at all. Everything I say is off the top of my head. Everything I say is authentic, and everything I say is real, because I'm a realist. And I've I've realized that I've realized this for a very long time, how fake people are, because when I was in high school, a lot of people really gave me a hard time. I was um I was always a loner in high school, you know. I've always was quiet, and I kept to myself and everything. It's just fake. A lot of people are just fake. I felt that way ever since I was in high school. And the problem with this society that we live in today, a lot of people, they glorify, and they normalize toxic behavior. It's not normal. I just don't like how people think that being toxic, being an asshole, um, is um, is normal. That's not normal. That's not normal behavior at all. And I can't really be around a lot of people who bring toxicity to my life, who bring chaos to my life. I'd rather just be alone. Like I said before, it's very lonely at the top. And I know I'm going to the top because I'm a king. I know I'm a king. You know, I'm not going to let this world drag me down. Life is rough. Everything's expensive right now in the world. But I'm not going to let that drag me down. It's just really hard to find solid people, but it's very lonely at the top. But I'm making this video because hopefully it can help others, you know. Deep down, I always wanted to help people in some type of way. And just me, hopefully me making these videos will help somebody out there that's viewing. Just stay to yourself, focus on you, stay away from the fake people. A lot of people don't care about you. Just go off of their actions. Never, ever, ever go off of what people say. Always go off of actions because actions speak louder than words. And that is so true. But most people are NPCs. They are, you know, and a lot of women are NPCs too at that. Me speaking as for a man, a lot of women are NPCs. It's hard out here. You just gotta stay focused on you. That's the only way where you can be happy and where you can be at peace is to just focus on yourself. And that's all I can tell you on that. But a lot of people, they live for others. They never live for themselves. A lot of people, they don't think up here. They don't think for themselves. They just they like to, a lot of people like to follow trends, these popular trends. And that's the thing about me, and that's what always separated myself from others was I never ever really followed trends. I'm my own trend. I never really follow what other people do because most people are a bunch of sheep, you know, and what they're putting in the food is really making people stupid. As bad as that sounds, what they're putting in these foods is really making people stupid. And that's another thing too. A lot of people are not awake to what's going on as for our food and everything, and we're being poisoned. We are being poisoned, and this is why I try to eat good foods. I try to stay healthy, drink water, um, exercise, lift weights. You know, most people don't even do that. All they care about is trying to keep up with the Joneses. Forget all that. Forget, all that. Trying to keep up with the Joneses and stuff. Just look at me. I'm on. I can't. I can't think of a scenario right now, but oh look at me! I bought this brand new Mercedes Benz, and you're struggling to make the car payments. You get what I mean? I like people who don't like to brag. I can't stand someone who likes to brag about shit. I can't stand that at all. But a lot of people are fake. They're just not genuine, you know, whether it's fake friends or women who act like they care about you, they pretend to like you. And whether you're in a talking stage with a woman, things may be going good. They act like they like you, they act like they're interested in you. And within a week later or a month later, gone. They just disappear. So all that stuff wasn't genuine. It was all fake to begin with. NPCs, I tell you. But this right here, iPhones, really just, it really just mess, it really just mess people's heads up for men and women, mostly women than it is men. Like I said, these women have a variety of options off of different social media platforms. And they could just flirt with anybody. They could talk to anybody behind your back. And they think they're loyal to you. Nah, they have options. These women have options. These women have way more options than us men because they have access to men around the whole world. And as sad as that sounds, it's evil, it's diabolical. We live in a very unfair, evil, toxic world today. We really do. We live in a doggy dog ass world. And people try to act like, a lot of people, they just don't, they're not themselves. They can't be themselves. Like, they feel they need to keep up with the Joneses. For what? What are you gaining out of that? Like, seriously, what are you gaining out of that? Trying to keep up with the Joneses, keeping up, trying to follow the most popular trend, being a follower. Think for yourself. I just think for myself, you know, and I'm just going to do what makes me happy. And I'm just gonna stay consistent at it on doing the things that make me happy. And I like doing YouTube videos. This makes me happy. So like I told you guys, I'm gonna be consistent with the content. Um People are just fake. That's why I don't have a whole lot of friends, because they're fake. It's hard to find people who are solid, you know, people who care, like people who are into fitness and they care about their health. You get what I mean? It's really hard to find people like that. You know, I'm starting to get into fitness now and eating healthier and all that stuff, staying away from the junk food, but it's a long road, a long road. But I'm just gonna stay focused on me, and if people's with me, then cool. If not, then I'm still gonna do me. I'm still gonna do what makes me happy. But I just hope one day, whoever views this video, I really hope it can be helpful. Just focus on yourself. Like, just focus on you. And there's nothing wrong with just staying to yourself and focusing on yourself. And set your own goals, what you want to do in life. But everyone's a follower. People are NPCs, you know. This is gonna be a lonely road for me. You know, it's gonna be, but I'm on my journey though. It's gonna be a lonely journey, but I'm gonna make it to the top, and it's gonna be lonely because not everyone's gonna make it to the top, but I'm gonna make it to the top. But and I know that, and I can promise you guys that I'm gonna make it to the top one day. And I'll see you guys at the top. You guys have a good one. Take care. We're just gonna move forward. I'm gonna stay consistent with the videos because I know I'm a king, and I'm Kentre the King. You guys have a good one. I'll see you guys at the top.